So today, guys, we are running around. We actually have the day off work, so we're running around getting all the parts we need to get this 7692 on the truck. And so we just stopped by Bradley's. We got our dash 4 fittings and line to make our feed line for it. I already have 3 or 4 drain lines made up, so we'll grab one that I will actually work with it. So I used to actually make and sell feed lines for turbo setups. It got to a point where I stopped because I got so busy with work. I didn't have enough time to actually produce the orders. And then Full Send Diesel stepped in and started making them, and he was actually offering them for the same price I was. And so I really, I'm not mad at him. It was a good little business. I made pretty decent money off of it all. But so now, if any of you need any feed lines or anything like that, I do, like AN stuff, I do recommend you guys go over to him. This isn't really like a sponsor or anything. It's just like the same price I was, and I no longer have the time to produce it. And from what I've seen, it's the same quality that I was doing. So no hard feelings or anything, just reasonable pricing. Can't be mad at him. So all right, guys, but right now we are headed over to Pierce Diesel. Called them, make sure they were actually open today. We're gonna go grab our charge pipe that Travis Mangum built us for my old 72 on the black truck. Nitrous stuff, and I might bug him to see if he has a T4 mount gasket, because we actually do need one. So we're gonna go down there and grab quite a few little things, and that way we shouldn't need anything made aside from the downpipe. So once we get all that done, I'll reach back out to you guys, but for now, it's basically just a bunch of back roads that are not in the best condition. So, all right, guys, catch up with you later. So guys, we are now at PDP, and I just want to show y'all the good thing about having essentially a part house on wheels. Whenever I was at Bradley's earlier, I said, hey man, you don't sell gaskets for like turbos, do you? He said, I sure don't, man. I said, all right, that's fine. So I planned on having to stop by Heinz Performance in Concord. But while I was here getting the charge pipe out of this, I found not only the charge pipe, I found a nitrous nozzle that goes in the charge pipe, my jet, and a triple thick T4 gasket, brand new, in the back seat of this thing. So let's just kind of give you an idea of what all's actually in this thing. We've got our heated leather seats, a spare headlight, some nitrous line, a charge pipe, wastegate spring, that's a torque wrench actually, I believe, another nitrous line. We've got a turbo feed line. We've got, oh, I actually do need this. It's a T4 spacer. I forgot I actually ran that. So we quite literally have almost everything we need in this one truck, and some of it will need to get replaced, which is no problem, but for the urgency at hand, this is amazing and such a deal. Like, it's, I almost don't want to say deal breaker, but like, it's a lifesaver. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of the stuff I need out of this. Meanwhile, whenever I get done, I'm gonna go talk to Zach, just kind of catch up with him. I haven't really talked to him in a few days. I know they completely redid his brother's truck to make Rudy's. So it's a little excessive what all they've done, but I'll just let you guys hear it from him. Alright guys, so kind of talked to Zach a little bit, nothing worth talking about on camera. They are finishing up Jake's truck, kind of painting the back half of it. So we're just gonna run on. I have to go to the post office to get something that they would not deliver because of my dog. He barks, that's literally it. He's a big white fluffy cream retriever, nothing mean. So we gotta go do that now, and once we get back from that, should be ready to go to Andrews, or might stop by, I need to stop by Heinz. So I found the spacer. However, whenever I sold that manifold, I think I sent the studs with it. So I do need to go buy new studs. and I gotta run by the Cat place to get a new triple thick T4 gasket because I forgot that I need one on either end. So we gotta run by and do that. So, all right guys, I'll catch up with y'all here in a little bit. All right guys, so just swung by the office, grabbed 2 drain lines I made a while back. Could not remember, I remade one of these to fit in my 472 and kind of replaced just like the push deal. So grabbed both of them, not real sure which one it was. But guys, can we just acknowledge, got a bath and it just looks amazing. It has not been this clean and I do not know how long. Like I was almost to the point of, I forgot how bright white it was. We're not gonna look at the interior because it is absolutely filthy. But boy, oh boy. I do need to pull the WeatherTechs out and get it really, truly spick and span for Rudy's. But for now, we will just be glad that the outside's clean. So now, gonna run back to the house, grab some more anti-seize, and maybe get something to eat. It's 1 o'clock now, haven't had breakfast or anything. Only a little bit of popcorn from the Cat place where, here, let me show you guys. So for those of you who don't know, you can get a triple thick, which is basically 3-layer T4 gasket from Caterpillar. I know other places, they're like $20 or they're insanely high. But you can get from Cat, and here, I'll show you the part number. There is your part number right there. Take a screenshot if you need it. Triple thick gasket. I want to say I paid like $8 for this thing. So really good bargain on this. If you guys need one, definitely check that out. But right now we are going to head back home, kind of get something in us to eat, and then we will be headed over to Heinz to get a new what's the word? A new fitting for the nitrous solenoid, and just kind of double check, make sure we have everything for that while we're over there. So catch up with you guys later. Okay guys, so kind of got in go mode again. Ended up using manifold to flip down. It's just one bulb in it right now. But those studs would not work with that spacer. And thankfully, found this in my toolbox the other day. So we're able to actually use the old intercooler pipe. And yeah, it may look like it's a little bit off, but where is it? This pipe goes all the way up to here. So we're only working with like a 1.5 to 2 inch gap. So we're good to go on that. Meanwhile, well, of course he walked away now. Andrew is wiring up the shifter. We're gonna have walk and no drive on this side and purge and the actual solenoid kit on that side. So we're good to go. We've got Sam working on the customer's truck bottle that Andrew needs to fill. His mother bottle is currently empty. Got the feed line for the nitrous bottle. Got the weld on flange so Mangum can come weld us a down pipe. We have to make the feed line for the turbo, and these lines right here were originally intended if we were going to run the manifold up. So we are going to rob one of Andrew's fleece kits. I do have 3 of those lines at home, so I'm just going to bring him back up one and replace that. So we're going to get back to it. All right, guys. So wrapped it up for today. Got a call that dinner was already ready, and I was 40 minutes from the house, so we went ahead and just finished it up. We got the turbo mounted, got all the gaskets we need in, got the drain line pushed in the block. We just gotta get threaded onto the turbo. Still need to make the feed line. Andrew was finishing up the shifter. He was about to mount it. The injectors will be here tomorrow along with the install kit, so we can get it fired up and running and check all the pressures on the valve body, get it 100%. And I was just informed that Bruce Wilson mentioned me on his channel. Some of y'all may know him, some of y'all may not. He is I wouldn't say a good friend. We've just recently kind of like linked up, started talking here and there. But we're gonna have a little showdown. So we're gonna make sure to get our nitrous dialed in 100%. Just a little extra gap sauce on him, show him that automatics are the way to go. If you try to do anything aside from scrap the truck, yeah, I mean, if you're going to scrap it, a manual is a good choice, but aside from that, so still waiting to get Travis Mangum to fab the downpipe, add the 1/4 inch bung so we can get our nitrous nozzle in the pipe, and then just basically all the little other stuff, and we should be good to go, guys. We are still battling the whole well, last we had the injectors in, we were still battling the low RPM issue, so we're going to make sure we can get that squared away. And it also would never fully engage full drive, so what we're probably going to do is take a dead blow, beat the linkage off the T-case, and then manually, because if we have it in full drive on the T-case and it's actually showing full drive on the front axle, the only real issue should be that the linkage is out of adjustment. So we're going to get that fixed, and then we should be good to go. Now what we got to do is make sure, well, we'll find out really quickly if it does indeed have a billet input and output like we were told. Been blowing people's phones up for a few days now, trying to like put everybody together on who owned it, what it was like whenever they had it. And so aside from all that, there's no reason we should not make Rudy's. It might break at Rudy's, but the truck will be there. So worst comes next scenario, we will be racing the Platinum NET. Try to leave with some money in our pocket, but so yeah, so go ahead, I'm gonna try to put Bruce's channel in my bio as he did for me, so we're gonna get that done. And yeah, so me and Bruce will be hanging out for y'all guys, come say hey, whatnot. He has a merch line, I do not, so buy some of his shirts, help support him, because a lot of you guys, I used to be just a viewer. I never realized how much time it actually takes to film everything, which I've been lacking on today. I've just been in go mode, but film everything, you know, make sure I show you guys what all I'm doing like he does. Y'all don't understand it, but it's just, so make sure you buy some of his merch and support him. And if we ever get big enough to, we will eventually come up with ours. But for now, guys, I think I'm about to go get me a steak and call it a day, because we do have work tomorrow, whereas we had the day off. So, alright guys, this right here is going to wrap it up. Catch y'all probably Thursday. Yeah, so we expect Thursday or Friday. Well, actually it has to be Thursday because Rudy's is Friday. So expect the next video to have the truck actually running and getting it dialed in and get all the nitrous set up and everything else. So catch you guys.